Hi guys, welcome to Fintu. Pranjal this side. I'm working as a financial advisor with Fintu, and today we'll be discussing what top mistakes you should avoid when you're planning for an early retirement. One of the most common mistakes which people make while calculating their retirement corpus is they forget to inculcate inflation into their retirement corpus calculation. Inflation in India, which is currently at around 6 to 7%, is a major factor when you calculate your retirement corpus. If I have to talk about in numbers, your monthly expenses, whatever they might be, will double every 12 years with the inflation which we have currently in India. So, if I have to give you an example, one of our clients approached us for a retirement plan. When we asked him how his monthly expenses were, he told us that it's 50,000 rupees and he plans to have around 1 crore rupees in his retirement corpus. When we actually told him that, his expenses will double in every 12 years, his expenses at the age of 62 would be 1 lakh rupees as he thought would be 50,000 rupees when he's 62. So, out of the initial expectation, which was 1 crore rupees, we recalculated the amount for him and it came down to 3 to 3.5 crore rupees. It is a very important thing that you calculate the inflation adjusted amount for your retirement corpus. Moving ahead, post your retirement, you should also consider that your healthcare would also increase, right? Expenses towards healthcare is also a very important aspect that you should consider while making a retirement corpus. Keeping aside a certain amount of money for your healthcare is a basic necessity for every citizen. Many people assume that how the markets have performed in the past 10-15 years, it is going to continue to perform for the next 10 to 15 years in a similar way, which is a very wrong theory, right? So, expecting a returns of 12 to 15% in the upcoming markets as well is highly risky, right? Hence, it becomes very, very important that your corpus is well diversified, right? So, if your corpus is equity heavy, you are at a very high risk, right? Suppose if I give you an example, in the year 2008, when there was a crash in the market, people who were taking out money from their equity corpus, they suffered a substantial loss because the markets corrected by more than 30%. But they were so dependent on their equity corpus for their daily needs that even in that downturn, they had to take out money from their equity corpus only. It's very important that you make a well diversified portfolio which is not skewed towards one asset class. It should be well diversified, well rounded, and should have a high liquidity as well. So, taxation is something which is very, very important for you to consider before making any retirement plan. Because whenever you will take out money from any equity class or maybe a debt class of investment, it will have taxation attached to it. So, considering taxation before making the plan is very, very important. Suppose if you want to take out money for your expenses and you forgot to inculcate the taxation part, remember that taxation can come around 30% of your total profits. So 30% is a major chunk of the profits which you will be paying towards the taxation. So it becomes very necessary whenever you make a plan, you should be aware about the taxation of every asset class so you can plan out how much money you need to take out from what asset class becomes very, very important. Because in the long run, you would want to save on taxes, also making sure that your increment in the corpus shouldn't get hindered. So one of the clients who retired early, he invested his money particularly into investments which are safer in nature, which are FDs, debt mutual funds. But he forgot to inculcate that these come with 30% taxation. So what he did, when he took out 10 lakh rupees for his expenses, he was given only 7 lakh rupees because 3 lakh rupees out of the 10 were cut down in taxes. So overall, if I have to give you a takeaway from this, is that you should definitely be aware about how much taxation your equity investments, your debt investments, or whatever asset class you invest in for your retirement corpus has. Healthcare is a very important aspect of every retirement plan. You need to mention that once you retire early, the healthcare insurance provided by your employer will no longer exist. So, it becomes important that you have your own healthcare insurance plan. But if you don't purchase it earlier, the premium of your healthcare insurance is going to be very, very high. So, even if you're working currently in your mid 30s as well, you should definitely go ahead and purchase your personal healthcare insurance, irrespective if your employer provides it or not. I had a client who retired in mid 50s. He had an existing healthcare, but only from his employer. Once he retired, he did not had any healthcare of his own. So, when he decided to purchase an healthcare at the age of 55, the premium came down to be 70,000 rupees, which is very, very high at that age because you don't have any source of income coming in every month. So, it becomes very important that starting from an earlier age, you should purchase and invest into a good healthcare plan, a family floater, etc., whatever it might be. We have talked about numbers a lot, how much money we actually need to retire, what are the health insurance benefits, etc., etc. But now let's talk about a very important part of retiring early, which is the psychological part of retiring. I actually asked this question with all of my clients who plan to retire early. There are 24 hours in a day. Once you plan to retire, how do you see yourself spending those 24 hours? Although it might seem a very easy question that what will you do in your those 24 hours, once you think about it in a much more deeper way, you'll feel that 24 hours is a very long time to divide your activities. While answering this question might seem very easy to you, but it's very difficult to diversify your 24 hours into the activities which you actually want to do. You cannot repeat the same activities every single day for the 7 days of the week, right? While it might seem surprising, but early retirement can be easily derailed by lack of activities and boredom. So the question has to be asked, what you should do post your retirement? My suggestion to you would be to have a planned set of activities, hobbies, or maybe a part-time job which will keep you engaged during your post-retirement boredom. And once you have all these things sorted, I can assure you that you will have a very happy and a healthy retirement. Early retirement can be an incredible goal to achieve, but it requires more than just saving aggressively. By avoiding these common mistakes like underestimating your costs, ignoring the taxation, ignoring the healthcare, over relying on the market trends, or also not planning ahead for the time you wish to spend post your retirement, if you avoid these mistakes, I can assure you that you are set for a very successful early retirement. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one.